Good evening, dear listeners. I am Amrinder Singh, and it's special to speak to you a time when we remember not only our freedom, but also the values that keep our nation strong. So our topic for today is, which is very something close to my heart, that is fostering peace, unity, and harmony in a diverse nation, as it is really a need of our country to discuss and understand this as an important topic. So today, we'll try to understand that how can we spread peace, unity, and harmony in our nation. So as we all know, India is like a beautiful rainbow. Each color is different, yet together they create something magic. Our diversity is just not about language, food, or clothing. It's about the countless ways people live, think, and dream in our country. And yet, we share one common identity, and that is we all are Indians, and we can say proud Indians. So today, I want to talk to you about something we often take for granted. Yes, indeed, we sometimes take for granted. That is peace, unity, and harmony. So these are three simple words, but without them, even the strongest nation can crumble. In simple words, we can say these are simple words, but it is very, very powerful as well at the same time. So let's take this journey together from understanding what they really mean to find out how you and I can keep them alive in our everyday's life. So first, we should understand, what do these words really mean? What does peace mean? What does harmony and what does unity mean? I'm sure you all are already aware about it, but let us discuss in a little deep way. Peace is just not about the absence of war. When you can walk home at night feeling safe, or when people speak to each other with respect, even disagreement. And that is very, very important at this point of time. When people can discuss, they can respect, even they disagree with each other, but they should definitely have the respect for the dialogue they're having. Apart from this, if we understand unity, unity doesn't mean everyone being the same. It means standing together for a common purpose, even when we have different opinions. Or we can say unity is not about thinking alike. It's all about thinking together. Doesn't matter if you think the same point, but standing together and thinking about the nation can be a unity here. And if we talk about harmony, it is the art of living together in such a way that our difference becomes strengths. So this is the meaning of these words. Now let us understand that how we can bring it more in our day-to-day life. So let us understand what is our greatest strength, because once we know our strengths, we can definitely make a better nation. As India is a living, breathing example of a unity in diversity. Over 1.5 billion people, hundreds of languages, countless traditions, yet when the tricolor is unfurled, our heart beats as one, as Indian. The world watches in wonder at how a nation so varied still stands as a family. There are a lot of countries in the world, they are still not able to dream it. But we stand, we have proven it, and we stand as the best example of diversity in our country. So unity in diversity, we can say that. We are the best example of that. Let us all continue to be the same. As they say, if diversity is like fire, it can either cook your meal or burn your house. So the choice is yours. So let us make a choice that we use diversity as it can cook our meal. It can give us prosperity in our country. And the next, which is very, very important to understand, that why is unity sometimes difficult? As it is easy to love unity in a slogan, the challenge is loving it in real life. So we'll understand that how we can definitely become united, even just not in the slogans, even in real life as well. What happens is, like, sometimes differences can make, sometimes it turns into divisions, such as it could be religion, caste, politics, or even something as small as cricket rivalry. We usually see that we have divisions in all those small things as well. In our digital age, a single rumor can spread like wildlife, or creating mistrust. So it's always, we need to decide that if we have to unite together, we have to spread something which gives a message of unity. So when we are into the world, which is a digital world, where we have social medias, where we have the power to express our words or express our feelings or thoughts, let us choose that we would definitely be spreading the words which has a message of unity, not of division. And we should also understand the role of ours as a citizen. When we are living in this country, we definitely have a lot of roles we have to play. So as we say, that here is the truth about it, that unity doesn't start in parliament. It starts in our street. As we say, the charity begins at home. So we have to start unity from our homes or from streets that where we're living. Every time we stop an argument before it turns bitter, we are protecting peace. When we celebrate our neighbor's festival, we are building harmony. When we speak up for someone treated unfairly, we are strengthening unity. These are the roles of ours as a citizen. We need to understand that. I can give you one example that most of the time we see that there are people, they're very good friends, they are not from the same culture, they have different beliefs, but they usually have better bonding. So once I remember in our locality also, we had some people who had great bonding, people from different beliefs and different cultures. So we asked them, like, how can they have such a great bond? The answer they provided was very simple, but it was so meaningful. That was, our friendship is older than our opinion. I repeat, the answer was, our friendship is older than our opinion. That means, like, when they started becoming friends, all these opinions were useless for them. They never thought of this before becoming friends. I think we need to create this again. Small acts repeatedly daily are more powerful than any speech. Rather than speaking, we need to start act onto this, or we need to start acting onto that. So what also we have to understand here is, that is, lessons from our freedom fighters. We have great examples. Our country has many freedom fighters who have done a lot, and still if we are not learning from them, we are lagging as citizens. The fight for freedom wasn't just against the British. It was also against our divisions. When they fought, it was just not against the British. So we also need to understand that, as Gandhiji, Bhagat Singh, Rani Lakshmibai, Subhash Chandra Bose and many more, all from different religions, speaking different languages, following different beliefs, yet working for one dream, that is a free and united India. I think this is the right time that we need to take these examples, and we need to also start fighting against the divisions rather than fighting against any particular thought of a person. We need to start getting united again. And we can definitely learn from few of the things that India has already provided, which is such as festivals. The festivals are the great connectors. If you really want to taste unity, try eating sweets in December, gujiyas in March, and maybe sheer khurma in May. All this in same year. This provides a great unity at the end of the day. Festivals are the easiest way to break barriers. Holi, Eid, Christmas, Onam, Baisakhi, or many other festivals that we have. Each one is a chance to step into someone's world, share their joy and see life through their eyes. If you enjoy festivals, you understand that how joyful it is, how joyful being in a country where we celebrate all the festivals together. We speak different languages, but still we stand as Indians. It's a beautiful way to adapt more unity, more peace and more harmony in our life. And we also should start respecting differences. If understand this, like imagine if every flower in a garden looked and smelled the same, would you still walk through it? We might not like it. So unity is all about that. We need to be different, but have to have same common cause. That is the development of our country. Unity doesn't mean seamless or sameless. It means protecting the right to be different. Variety is what makes India beautiful. Undoubtedly, like a bouquet where each flower adds the charm. Even in music, a tabla and a guitar sound nothing alike, yet they create magic. Different instruments, they have different roles, but at the end of the day, they make one beautiful music. So this is what we have to do. Being different, we still need to stand together to be united, to make our country more stronger and more throughout. When we see that somebody sees our country, we need to make it as one of the best countries in the world. Right now, the best thing youth can do to make it is, because the role of the youth is very important here. If the youth light up the lamp of unity, no darkness can put it out. With over 65% rather of our population under 35, young people have the power to keep the nation together. We can use technology to spread positivity, not hate. We can stand together for the cause that matter, like education, environment, equality, and make unity a habit, not a headline. So as a youth, we have the power, we have the sources, we have the knowledge, we have the resources also. If we use it well, we can definitely spread a wider message or a bigger message to the world that together we can stand and we can definitely be one of the best countries here. And we can definitely create a sample roadmap for the unity as well, which is very, very important to have. We all want our country should have more harmony, more peace and more unity, but just not about thinking. We really need to have a roadmap or an action for the same. For that, what we can do, as they say, like if you don't know where to start, here is a map you can carry in your pocket. So there are few things that we need to cover up here while becoming more into unity and more into peace. That is, listen more, judge less, celebrate other communities' festivals also, speak responsibly, especially online. We have the power to speak online, but we have to be very, very responsible for the same. Help without discrimination. Don't ever think that what person you're helping. It's just if a needy is there, you need to help. Teach children the values of respect and togetherness, because if a child grows up and sees their parents share sweets with neighbors of another faith, that child will grow up behaving or believing undoubtedly kindness has no religion. If we do good, our children will definitely be following the same path. Let us unite together. Let us teach our children that yes, when we share good or when we help each other, there is no religion, there is no discrimination. We should stand together and we should help. So as borders keep people out, but bridges bring people in, which one are you building? As we have children, so we need to decide, are we making them the borders or are we making them the bridges that fills the gap? So we need to create it accordingly. Our soldiers guard the borders of our nation, but it is you and I who guard its spirit. Every time we choose kindness over hate, respect over ego, dialogue over argument, we are making India stronger. We really need to have the conversations rather than having the debates on everything. Rather than proving somebody wrong, we always need to understand that if I am right, he or she can also be the right, or the other person can also be right. We need to listen. We need to start listening to people. We need to respect other opinions as well. The moment we try this, the moment we start spreading positivity online, even on social medias, the moment we start helping each other without having any discrimination, the moment we understand the real value of peace, harmony and unity, we can definitely make our country more better at a more better place. Let's promise ourselves we will not just love the idea of unity, we will live into it. Let us be responsible citizens of our country. We take this as an individual responsibility to help our country, to help our nation for the growth and for the prosperity also. Thank you for listening. Jai Hind.